Hi guys, I hope you all had a wonderful 4th of July. Hope everyone was safe, stayed cool, stayed happy, and got to spend time with loved ones. Me and a friend were just talking on the phone just a few minutes ago, and we were discussing the Bible. And we were discussing how some of the passages are a little, can be confusing. I think we all struggle sometimes with understanding the Bible and what we're reading, because it's a spiritual book, and you got to look at things in the spiritual sense many times rather than the physical sense. But anyway, there's a few different websites I use, like a Bible study, and I'm sure that you could go on Amazon and find some good study Bibles and stuff too. But I found these free resources online, and I thought, this might be helpful to somebody else that's trying to get, a better understanding of the passages they're reading. So I'm going to share those with you right now. Okay, guys, the first website that I want to share with you is actually like a Bible dictionary. Now, I study out of the King James Version Bible, 1611, and, to each their own. They got to search out their own soul salvation, and to me, the King James Version is what feels like God's Word is, and it's what feels right within me. If you ever have any doubts about the Bible you're in, always seek the Lord and pray to Him for guidance. King James Bible Dictionary is very handy. And like I mentioned in a previous video, that the word charity is often used. And charity, if you type that in, it will show you the definition and what the Bible means by charity. And here sums it up pretty good right here. In a general sense, love. So, that helps you to understand. A lot of times we think of charity as giving to others, and actually what it's really meaning is the love that you feel for your brother, sister, and other people. So let's move on to the next website. Now here is probably my number one favorite website. You could go over here and select the book that you want to look up, the verse you want to look up, or the chapter, and then the verse. You click this little arrow and it'll take you to that. So let's say that we want to go to Numbers, chapter 7, verse 8. Click the arrow and it will take you right to it. But what I really like about this is it not only gives people that don't have a Bible access to God's Word. And if you scroll down here at the bottom and you click on commentary for that chapter, it will summarize what that chapter is speaking about. And they also have this discussion that you can get in there and see people's comments and stuff. I tend to steer away from that because I'm just not really particularly interested in that. I mostly like just the commentary, where it helps summarize that chapter. Another really good website that I have found is called Bible Ref, and they have, off to the left hand you can look up the chapters and the book and the verses, but over here to the right it'll show what does this chapter, like for instance, what does Genesis chapter 1 mean, and it'll read and do basically the same thing. It'll summarize that chapter, and you can click on expand and then scroll further down to finish reading. These are really good resources, and so I hope that helps you some. So I hope that is a help to you all. And I also want to say, anytime you're going through some things and maybe you just need some prayer, feel free to put that down in my comments on any of my videos. I'm more than happy to lift you up in prayer if you need. And you don't have to, if it's of a personal nature, you don't have to tell what it is. Just say, I've got an unspoken request. And, Lord knows it all. So I don't need to know it all. But I can lift you up in prayer and ask the Lord to remember your need and ask that His will be done in your life. Before I close out my video, I want to tell you all that I created a Facebook page, and it's called the same thing as my channel, Gentle Living with Sandra. I'll leave the link in the description box as well. And you all come over and join it and be a part of our little community over on Facebook. And I'll catch y'all next time in the next video. Bye.